That's okay. Firstly, my motivations, alhamdulillah, it's pretty straightforward, really. Just came across quite a few stories of brothers completing the Hifdh at a later age, in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Um, also came across a documentary from the Madrasatul Umariyah. It's on YouTube. I'll send you the link to it. It's titled Motivation to Do Hifdh. Basically themed around it's never too late. So that's really what motivated me. It's over a year ago now. And then as I've looked into it more and more, the reward for yourself, your parents. Um, so that's basically the main reasons behind myself starting at 37. I think it was when I actually started. Alhamdulillah. Secondly, Sheikh, the routine, it has been difficult. As you can imagine, at 37, 38, you've got a full-time job, family life. It has been difficult, but with having a timetable, I found, um, well, maybe not a timetable, but a certain time throughout the day. My personal situation, I work shifts, so I'm working nights, day shifts, and then sometimes in the evenings as well. So ideally, I would have liked to have just do all the masabak in the mornings, Fajr time. I found that's the best time. But unfortunately, because of my work, sometimes I'm uh, just before bed, after Isha, I'm doing my sabak. Sometimes during the day, but what I would recommend is having just plan the day. Today at this time, I'm going to spend half an hour, either going over what I've learned or learn something new. Um, yeah, so that's pretty much my routine. Just depending on what times I'm working, I'll just adjust around that. It can be difficult, and sometimes I don't do it every day, but it's more or less every day. I'm either going over what I've learned or doing something new. Um, and obviously, and also having the classes in the mosque, the door classes helps a lot as well. Uh, Putting into a bit of a structure, because if I know I've got a class the next day, that helps as well. The last and finally, the tips. I mean, I've still got a long way to go in my head. So the tips I could give have probably already been discussed. But I found when I first started, I would when I'm learning the subject, I would repeat a few lines, constantly repeating the lines, and it would take me quite a while. Um, I don't know if that's age or it wasn't the correct way. Um, it took me quite a long time to learn. But I found over the last sort of few months, I've if I split up the so if I'm learning a few lines, I'll just split it up into a few words, and then just gradually add words as I'm going along. So basically, splitting up the ayah into 2, 3 parts, depending on how long it is. It's drastically reduced my time it takes me to learn. Um, and also, another good tip that's really helped me is one of the brothers mentioned it in the class, but also someone's mentioned it online as well. It's at the end of each ayah, uh, when you're learning the ayah, just add maybe the first word of the next ayah as well, just sort of linking the two together. I found that helps flow as well. Um, and finally, the best piece of advice I could give is find a class or find somebody who will listen to your door. Um, Alhamdulillah, we're quite lucky in Blackburn where we have 2 classes a week. So we have the opportunity to go over what we've learned. Um, and each week you can see the improvements. Uh, and that's it, really, Sheikh. May Allah make it easy for everybody who's thinking about starting this. I would just say just go for it. Assalamu alaikum.